In-depth coverage now of the breaking news we brought you just a short time ago. Governor Kucheri plans to shut down the state government for 12 days to save money. Eyewitness News political analyst Joe Fleming is here with us in studio right now with an in-depth look at how that $67 million decision will affect the state. I mean, are you surprised by this?
Well, the governor at this point has to make some changes in the budget. There's a $67 million deficit. The easiest way right now is to shut the government down for a number of days. That saves him about $13 million. That's not enough, though. It's a beginning for him, but it's only a start. He has to come up with other ways. He has ways he's proposing. However, I think he has some obstacles standing in front of him before he gets some of these other cuts that he really wants to have.
One of those obstacles might be the General Assembly is going to have to approve those appropriations cuts. Do you see that happening?
Well, that's a big chunk of this. $33 million is earmarked for the city and towns that he wants to cut. I would suspect starting tomorrow morning you're going to see mayors up there screaming at the State House saying, we've already had our budgets cut, we had education money frozen and cut, we cannot afford more cuts. We've had layoffs in our city and towns, we've had furlough days in our city and towns, we can't have these cuts. We've raised taxes, some cities have talked about supplemental tax increases, and they're going to be arguing this. So the governor has to convince the General Assembly to cut this $33 million. He can't do that on his own. That's going to be his big obstacle in cutting the $67 million.
And what is the biggest hurdle?
Well, the biggest hurdle he's going to have right away is the layoff, the shutdown of the city government, state government. Because I would suspect in the next couple of days the unions are going to probably go to court and ask the judge to give them an injunction to stop the shutdowns, that they have a contract and they should be working. So I think that's going to be the first obstacle the governor has to overcome. And then the second obstacle is the General Assembly. It's heavily Democratic. The governor does not have a lot of support in the General Assembly, and they will do what they want to do. Not necessarily what the governor wants to do. They may come up with another way to save the money and not hurt the city and towns.
Okay. Joe Fleming, thank you so much for being with us today.